What's up everyone, Art with Overtake, and today I'm introducing a new product that is one of the most popular first modifications to your intake system on a turbo Subaru. This is the Overtake Post-MAF hose kit. I'm going to go over there, unbox it, show you what it's all about, and then we'll install it into the car. What I've got over here on our bench is the two variations of our Post-MAF kit, the red and the black version. Let's pop one open and see what's inside. Looks like this is the red kit. You're going to have two big hoses with clamps on either side, and then of course the package by card sticker and a QR code for the install guide that we're filming right now. For this install, I think I'm going to put the red hoses in, but before I do that, I'm going to take out the entire intake system on this, lay it out on the table, and show you exactly how this comes together before we throw it all back in the car. The tools for this one are pretty basic. You're just going to need a socket and a wrench set and a screwdriver. Then as far as taking off the intake, there's a couple clips up front and then some 10 mil nuts and bolts around this, and the whole unit's going to pull out. Then we're going to go on the underside of the car, pull off the splash tray if it's still there, and same thing, a couple of bolts, and we'll have the entire system off. Here we go, the entire factory intake system is now out of the car. The removal was pretty easy. Straight away you can see the differences between the Overtake Post-MAF kit and the factory pieces. Really it's the corrugated design which tends to trap air and just impede airflow into the engine. Now this is a very popular upgrade because it doesn't require any sort of tuning. You can just switch the pair of hoses out, and then in combination with our upcoming panel filter for the intake box, you're going to get the best amount of flow you can out of the factory system until it's time to upgrade into a full aftermarket intake. Looking at the two pieces side by side, you can really see the difference in the internal. The Overtake hose is perfectly smooth, and it's also contoured to the OEM pieces, so there's not going to be any interruption of flow. And as far as the structure of it, it's made of a heat-resistant silicone, 5-ply fiber reinforced, and also has a metal wire going through the entire unit, which means it remains flexible, but it's going to be rigid and not fold under vacuum in the car. I think it's time to install these. The switchover is really easy, especially if you take note of the orientation of the OEM hoses versus the aftermarket ones. They're going to be a direct OEM fit, so really easy. All you're going to want to do is loosen the clamps, switch them over, keep the clamps loose, and then fully tighten them after everything's installed in the car. Once you've got the clamps tightened down underneath the car, we can go back up top and just make sure this upper hose is parallel to the fender because it's going to plug into that air box right there. After you're happy with the placement, just tighten up the bottom clamp and then we'll throw the air box back on and reconnect everything. I'd say that's a wrap on the Overtake Post-MAF install. Now we have these in two different fitments, one for the WRX and one for the second gen BRZ. The great thing about these is they're really easy to install, as you guys saw, and they're the best bang for your buck to modify and upgrade your OEM intake system, along with a nice panel air filter like the one that we have in development right now. If you guys are interested in either the red or the black kit, I'm going to put a link down in the description so you can pick one up. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe to our page, and make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Overtake USA. We'll see you guys in the next one. After you're happy with where it's at,